You pay every bill on time, every single month, not one late payment. Then you check your credit score and it's down 10 points, 20 points, sometimes 40 points. What the hell? Here's what nobody tells you. Paying on time is only 35% of your credit score. The other 65%? That's where you're getting destroyed. And in 2026, the rules changed again. New credit scoring models are now tracking your payment patterns over 24 months. Buy now. Pay later apps? They're reporting to credit bureaus now. Miss one $50 payment on a retail installment? Your score tanks. In the next 10 minutes, I'm exposing the 7 sneaky reasons your credit score drops even when you pay everything on time. This will blow your mind. Let's go. All right, here's the situation. Your payment history is only 35% of your FICO score. That means 65% of your score is based on other factors most people completely ignore. And here's the kicker. Some of those factors punish you for doing the right thing. Pay off a loan, score drops. Close an old credit card, score drops. Pay off your car, score drops. It seems backwards, but it's real. And it's happening to millions of people right now. In 2026, the credit scoring system got stricter. Lenders are now using trended data. They're analyzing exactly how you pay your bills over a 24-month period. If you only pay the minimum balance on your credit cards instead of paying in full, you're getting penalized more heavily than before. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 hidden reasons your credit score drops even when you pay on time. These aren't mistakes. These are features of the system designed to keep you confused. Let's dive in. Reason 1. Credit utilization changes, even when you pay in full. This is the #1 reason people see score drops and have no idea why. Credit utilization is the second most important factor in your score. It's 30% of your FICO score. Here's how it works. Credit utilization equals total balances divided by total credit limits times 100 lenders want to see utilization below 30%. But honestly, staying under 10% is better. Here's the trap. Even if you pay your card in full every month, your balance still gets reported when the statement closes. Real example. You have a $10,000 credit limit. You charge $3,500 in 1 month for a big purchase. You pay it off in full before the due date, but your bank reports the $3,500 balance to the credit bureaus. Before you pay it. Result. Your utilization spiked to 35% that month. Your score drops 10 to 20 points. Even though you paid it off. Even though you didn't carry a balance. Even though you did everything right. One expert said, most scoring models like to see utilization below 30%. But honestly, staying even under 10% will make your score more resilient. The fix. Pay down your balance before the statement closes, or spread big purchases across multiple cards to keep utilization low on each one. Reason 2, paying off a loan actually hurts your score. This one is insane. You pay off your car loan. You're debt-free, you're celebrating. Then your credit score drops 20 points. Why? Because you just changed your credit mix. Credit mix is 10% of your FICO score. Lenders like to see that you can manage different types of credit. Revolving credit, credit cards. Installment loans, mortgages, auto loans, student loans. When you pay off an installment loan, you have one less type of credit. So your score drops. One report said, paying off something like your car loan can actually cause your credit score to fall because it means having one less credit account in your name. Now, should you not pay off your loans just to keep your score up? Hell no. Being debt-free is more important than a few credit score points. Your overall financial health matters more. But it's frustrating that the system punishes you for getting out of debt. The score usually recovers within a month or two as the bureaus update. But in the meantime, you're sitting there wondering, WTF just happened. Reason 3, opening a new credit card, even a good one. You want to optimize your rewards. You apply for a new credit card. Smart move, right? Your score drops 10 to 15 points. Sometimes more. Why? Two reasons. 1. Hard inquiry. Every time you apply for credit, there's a hard pull on your report. This dings your score for up to 12 months. 2. Average age of accounts drops. If you've had credit for 10 years and you open a new card, your average account age goes from 10 years to maybe 5 years. Lenders don't like that. Length of credit history is 15% of your FICO score. The older your accounts, the better. One person said, "Personally, I open at least one new credit card each year. My score might dip by 10 to 15 points, but it usually recovers within a month or two. So it's temporary, but it's still annoying." Pro tip: only apply for new credit every 3 to 6 months. Space it out. And don't close old cards just because you're not using them. Keep them open to maintain your average account age. Reason 4. Closing an old credit card destroys your score. You have a credit card you opened in college, you don't use it. Annual fee is annoying, so you close it. Smart financial move. Terrible credit score move. When you close an old card, two things happen. 1. Your total available credit drops. This increases your credit utilization overnight. If you were at 20% utilization, you might jump to 40%. 2. Your average account age drops. If that card was your oldest account, your credit history just got shorter. One expert said, "Closing a credit card can impact your score by changing the average age of all your accounts. If you close an account that's been open for a long time, it could bring down that average." The fix? Don't close old cards unless the annual fee is ridiculous, or you can't control your spending with it. Keep the account open. Put a small recurring charge on it, like Netflix. Set it to autopay and forget about it. That old card is gold for your credit score. Don't throw it away. Reason 5. Buy now, pay. Later apps are now reporting to credit bureaus. 2026 update. This is new as of 2026, and it's a big deal. Buy now, pay later apps like Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna used to not report to credit bureaus. Not anymore. In 2026, many BNPL loans are now being officially reported to the 3 major credit bureaus. What does that mean? If you miss a payment on a small, interest-free installment plan for a $50 retail purchase, it will now directly damage your credit score just like a traditional late credit card payment. One report said, under the new credit score changes 2026, if you consistently only pay the minimum balance on your credit cards instead of paying them off in full, your rating will be penalized more heavily than in previous years. Translation: the credit scoring system in 2026 is stricter. They're using trended data now. They're not just looking at your current balance. They're analyzing exactly how you pay your bills over a 24-month historical period. If you're only paying minimums, you're getting hammered. If you're using BNPL and missing payments, you're getting reported. The game changed, and most people don't even know it yet. Reason 6. Statement timing and reporting lag. This one is sneaky, and most people have no idea it's happening. Your credit card balance gets reported to the bureaus once a month, usually right around your statement close date. But the timing varies by lender, and it doesn't always happen immediately. Real scenario. Your statement closes on the 15th with a $4,000 balance. You pay it off on the 20th. The bank reports the $4,000 balance to the credit bureaus on the 18th. Your credit report shows a $4,000 balance, even though you already paid it. Result, your score drops because it looks like you're carrying a balance, even though you're not. One expert said, there's a bit of a lag when it comes to reporting information. That means your score might reflect a temporary balance that you've already since paid off. This is why scores bounce around from month to month without any meaningful change in your behavior. The fix? Pay down your balance before the statement closes. That way, the reported balance is low. Or just wait. Your score will bounce back when the next statement closes with a lower balance. Reason 7. Errors on your credit report. More common than you think. Here's something nobody talks about. Credit reports have errors, a lot of them. The Federal Trade Commission found that 1 in 5 consumers has an error on at least one of their credit reports, and these errors can tank your score. Payments marked late when you paid on time, accounts that aren't yours, identity theft, duplicate accounts, incorrect balances, closed accounts still showing as open. One expert said, if you see a sudden change in your scores, check your credit reports for any errors. You're entitled to a free credit report from each bureau once a year at annualcreditreport.com. Check them, all three: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. If you see an error, dispute it. You can do this online through the credit bureau's website. If it's a legitimate error, they have to remove it, and your score will jump back up. Don't assume your credit report is accurate. Check it yourself. What changed in 2026 and why it matters? Let's talk about the new credit scoring models in 2026. The federal government now requires updated scoring models for all new federally backed mortgages. Auto lenders and credit card companies are adopting them at their own pace. But the changes are coming for everyone. Here's what's different. 1. Trended data. They're analyzing your payment patterns over 24 months, not just your current balance. 2. BNPL reporting. Buy now. Pay later apps now report to credit bureaus. Miss a payment, your score tanks. 3. Minimum payments penalized. If you only pay minimums on your credit cards, you're getting hit harder than before. 4. Goodwill deletions still work. If you have a single late payment on an otherwise perfect account, you can request a goodwill deletion from your creditor. Sometimes they'll remove it. 5. Authorized user strategy. You can become an authorized user on a trusted family member's old credit card to instantly inherit their positive payment history and boost your average account age. The system is getting stricter, but the fundamentals are the same. Pay on time, keep utilization low, don't close old accounts. All right, let's recap the 7 reasons your credit score drops even when you pay on time. 1. Credit utilization spikes even when you pay in full. 2. Paying off a loan changes your credit mix. 3. Opening a new card causes hard inquiries and lowers account age. 4. Closing an old card destroys utilization and account age. 5. BNPL apps now report to credit bureaus. 2026 update. 6. Statement timing and reporting lag create temporary dips. 7. Errors on your credit report. 1 in 5 people have them. Here's the bottom line. Paying on time is critical, but it's only 35% of your score. The other 65%? That's where most people screw up without even knowing it. Check your credit utilization. Don't close old cards. Space out new applications. Pay down balances before the statement closes, and check your credit report for errors. In 2026, the system got stricter, but if you understand how it works, you can beat it. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more, credit and money truth, and drop a comment. Have you ever had your score drop even when you paid on time? I'll see you in the next one. Now, go fix your credit. Peace.